G'day everybody, and welcome back to another Ross Reviews, where today we are in a 2002 VX SS, and this thing right here, guys, LS3 Swapped V8 up front. Just a lot of work has been done here. Big cam, manual. Oh, it sounds good. We're over the speed limit. I have not seen that on a VX before, but we literally just got an over the speed limit warning on the dash. Now this particular VX, guys, it has done quite a bit of work, because originally this thing would have had a 5.7 liter LS1, and the owner, the legend, mate, he swapped it with a crate LS3, gone to town with it, and now we're pushing 370 rear wheel kilowatts and about 600 Newton meters. So it is a very healthy street number here. And with the big cam, you know, the upgraded exhaust, the headers, the Harrop brakes here, man, it is a package. Now he's also put a short shifter on this, so it's a 6-speed manual. Again, obviously rear wheel drive here, and he's done 3.9 diff gears in the back to true track. It just sounds phenomenal. It really does. The shifts are nice and short, pops and bangs at the back. Yeah, this is good fun. Yep, it's addictive, and you absolutely want to do that every time you turn around, because just second gear in particular is just really juicy, and you feel very confident still to mash the pedal right down, and you know this thing is predictable. You can tell exactly what it's going to do. You control that throttle, and it makes such a good noise too. And this is the thing, right? When the owner is obviously trying to get some power out of this thing and modify it, do it right like he has, the LS1, they are a bit tricky to get decent numbers on. So, you know, it would have cost quite a bit to do what he's done here and put the LS3 in here. But, you know, realistically, even just 370 rear wheel kilowatt, you know, we're talking almost 500 horsepower here. It's a really healthy number. And in an LS1, it's going to be difficult to achieve. It just moves this thing, you know, just the angry downshift you can give it, and then put that foot down, mate, you got to hold on. The rear end is going out, and it is a good thing you got a true track in this thing, because yeah, it holds steady. You can really control this thing still. And yeah, this really still feels like an old school muscle car as well. That's the best thing about it. You know, it's from that era where it's old enough to still feel like a muscle car. You know, it's not got all the assistances in it and things like that. Just put it in gear, mash the pedal, and this thing just takes off. Now this being the VX, guys, it's quite strange to me, because obviously we had the VT before this, then we had the VX, then we had the VY, VZ, the VE, etc., etc. The VX was the only one that I can recall. It was called a VX for the sedan, and then it was called a VU for the Ute. So, yeah, people in the comments, can you explain why they did that? And I believe only in this year too, so this generation. It's a bit funny. Now, price on these VXs, look, originally, if you had bought this thing brand new back in 2002, you're going to pay about 48, 50 grand. Now, on the used market, it's probably the last, you know, one of the last V8s that you can really grab a bargain on, because if you get one with some higher Ks, you can find these for, you know, 15 grand, 16 grand. It is achievable. And if you're gonna go look at one though that's immaculate, low Ks, on the higher end, they are sitting close to 40 grand. Those brakes are solid, man. I'm getting used to the brakes more than anything. Like, the brakes, they hook up very well. Yeah, they do. I love that pop off the exhaust. It's great. Yup, this thing, it is a weapon of a street car. This, and you know, the suspension obviously has been done. It's tight in the corners there, and man, just the noise of it, you can feel it through the seat. This thing, it is. Yeah, it is a really fun street car, this. Just in general, you know, this VX is one of the cleanest I've ever seen. It's just really nice, even on the interior. You know, again, it's from 2002, guys, here. So this thing is really getting up there in age. And to see one like this is just really, really nice because, you know, it's great to see people taking care of these things, building them how they want them, and, yeah, pushing some decent power. That upgraded clutch, a little bit heavy, but you know, it's manageable. And you know, again, it's just the noise of this thing. The 6-speed manual, rowing your own gears, still feels like a good old school Aussie muscle car. And yeah, you know, it's one of the last, you know, probably VY, you can stretch it to probably VZ. When you hit VE, yeah, it's over, I think, a bit, but yeah, this is an old school feel, and yeah, the LS3, it feels nice in this VX. Yeah, there's really something special about a manual, especially, you gotta have it in a manual V8 rear wheel drive Holden, you know, one that's angry like this. You know, I love the Boss motors too, I love the Ford motors, but again, the LS, it's just that the fact you can get a nice cam in this thing, they get lumpy, they get angry. It's a bit different. Now, 0 to 100, guys. Look, originally with the LS1, I think it was like 6 seconds, something like that. It should be a lot faster than that, but obviously, back road, it's going to come down just to me and how much traction we can get here. So we're just pulling up. It reset the draggy. And just build a little bit and take off. So here we go. Jesus, traction, we didn't really get much. It is really, it's got so much life in it, this LS3, you know, with all the mods on it, that even just gradually building the power in this thing, you are, without a doubt, gonna burn some rubber here. So I don't know on this kind of rougher back road if we could even really get better than what we did there. Definitely first gear was squirrely, second gear squirrely, and I think we hit 100 in second there. So let's have a look at the time. Now we had 2 attempts at this, both with probably little success of actual traction, but we ended up with a 6.3, and look, this car is faster than that. Everybody watching knows it is, but as you can see, literally from my attempt there, gradually giving power in second, and basically on the verge of traction loss the whole time. So I think it's just coming down to the road surface, the tires this thing's on. You know, again, if you had a proper setup, it's too much torque in this thing, and not enough tire. Now look, I'm gonna finish the video off here today, guys. So look, a huge thanks to the owner for bringing down his VX, because LS3 Swapped VX, you know, I've never seen one before. It drives so good. It's angry. Sounds $1,000,000. And it's just a lot of fun to drive out here on these back roads. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here, and we will see you on that next video.